So I guess I should just introduce myself live real quick. My name is Paige Holden. I'm a Senior Account Executive here at Bliss PR, and I drive entry-level recruitment for the firm. So I'm really excited to have the opportunity to chat with you today.
Thank you.
I wanted to start with a question right out of your own email synopsis that you sent to Jess, which was that you are sure you're going to find the job that's right for you. So my question is, Holly, what job is right for you?
I'm looking for a job where I can continue to grow. I want to find a position where I can work with people from all different backgrounds to really find new ways to communicate.
Great. And do you know, in PR, especially here at Bliss PR, we're very news-oriented people. Can you tell me a recent news story that you read that caught your attention and why?
I've been following the Google Wave release, and I finally got an account myself. And so I'm really interested about how Google is changing communication. I think they're an incredible company. And so I like to keep up with technology and the new advances in that sector.
Yeah, so you have a lot of preliminary experience in the social media and the digital space. What inspired you to get involved in this area of communications?
Well, I'm part of the Facebook generation, I guess. The college I went to, Boston University, was part of the earlier colleges that had access to Facebook, and so it was really an integral part of my college experience being on Facebook. From there, I learned from experience, and when I worked at Edelman, I had a great mentor in David Levy who really helped me learn how you could use social media in a corporate setting and not just to chat with friends.
No, exactly. I think that's something that the entire PR industry, especially B2B PR, which is what we do here, is struggling with and excited about and inspired by about how we can incorporate all these tools into what we do on a daily basis for our clients. You mentioned Edelman, so I just wanted to ask you what happened with Edelman, why did that job end, and did you have a good experience there?
I had a great experience at Edelman. It started off as a 3-month internship in November of 2008, which I had been extended to a 6-month internship, and I worked in the digital PR group at the company in Washington, D.C., where I worked primarily with health organizations, and it was really an amazing experience. Learning how to use social media and connecting with bloggers and Twitter users and people online to really reach new communities.
So you did a lot of blogger outreach then?
I did.
So what would you say your 3 best practices tips for blogger outreach would be?
Learn about the people you're reaching out to. Really find out who they are and talk to them on their level, not as a PR person, but as someone that you can relate to. I think that's the most important thing to do, is to really relate to the people that you're talking to, whether it's a blogger or a journalist. I think being honest and transparent is extremely important. That was very much pushed while I was at the firm, and even now it's something that I continue to hold on to, is transparency. And I think being yourself, using your own voice, and kind of integrating that with the voice of the company to make something really honest.
Cool, yeah, I agree with all of those points. So what would you say that your favorite blog is?
My favorite blog? I read Jezebel, part of the Gotham Network, and I love their really funny commentary on news and current events. I also keep up with Mashable and the new technology they find.
And you blog yourself, right?
I do. I blog at Short and Sweet.
And what would you say your best practices for blogging is? Being the blogger on the other side of the coin.
I try to write posts that not only I would find interesting, but that I hope my peers would find interesting. I try to stray away from too personal posts and go for a wider range.
Do you incorporate video, or is it primarily written?
I've experimented with video. I've done a few video entries. I'm part of 20-something bloggers, and I'll have video blog days every once in a while. I've also done blogger swaps with some of my peers in 20-something bloggers, and that's always been an amazing experience.
Yeah, I'm assuming that if you have a blog, you like to write, because it's a lot of writing to do. Have you had any experience writing traditional PR materials, press releases, byline articles? Do you like to do that sort of stuff?
Yes, I have. When I was in college, I worked for the school newspaper, and I wrote articles and more traditional items. When I worked at OmniBlue Marketing, I wrote traditional PR releases. Same thing at Radio Disney. So the social media end is new to me, even though it's something that I kind of grew up with at college. This is a new voyage for me in the past maybe 8 to 9 months.
What was your beat at the school paper?
I wrote human interest stories and a few for the entertainment section. So I'd go out and interview students and write stories based on their thoughts and what the students were talking about. Actually was featured once for an article about a report that, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Massachusetts in 2006 was looking at banning same-sex marriage, and so I went out and spoke to students about their opinions on the topic, and I won a featured article of the week for that particular article.
That's cool. It must have been an interesting project.
Yeah, it was my first major article. I think I was a sophomore at the time, and it was a little stressful going on. I wasn't sure how it was going to all turn out, but it ended up being a really nice sized article, and people responded well.
Were the students pretty receptive to the interviewing when you had to go up to them and ask them that sort of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So can I assume from that you're not very shy, that you would be able to call strangers, maybe talk to reporters that you don't know?
I have called strangers and talked to reporters I don't know. Even as an intern at OmniBlue Marketing, I did a lot of cold calling, and the first few times I was so incredibly nervous, afraid I was going to say something ridiculous. But once you get into it and you get into the hang of it, it's really not bad at all.
And I imagine from some of the experiences, social media stuff that you've had, you're used to a higher level of engagement. It seems like you've done a lot. In fact, you've coined yourself as an internet rock star. So can you tell me what exactly constitutes an internet rock star and why that would be a valuable addition to a team?
I think an internet rock star is someone who can really understand how to use the internet in campaigns. I was being a little facetious in that particular email because I happen to have a sing-along resume. I'm not the greatest singer, but it was a fun resume to produce, and so that's how I turned myself an internet rock star.
And how would that be valuable in a team setting, do you think?
I think it's all about bringing together different experiences and different tools and really integrating them and producing the final campaign that can really reach a broader audience.
Okay, so I have one last question for you. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
Outgoing, happy, and excited to learn. Can that count as one word?
Okay, I'll let it fly. Do you have any questions for me about Bliss or PR or what we do here?
I think I've been keeping up with PRBC, and I think the entries have been great. I don't really have any questions at this point. Can I follow up and
You sure can.
Great.
We will send you my contact information, and I'm sure we'll be in touch.
Awesome. Thank you.